Hello, ladies. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're dating the wrong way or the wrong guy, it can have severe, big consequences. And I want to start with that. You guys know my story too, right? I was dating the wrong guy the wrong way. And not only made it me exhausted, burned out after a while, having an autoimmune disease, and not being able to finish my school to work. Like my whole life was on hold because I was on rock bottom because I was dating the wrong way, and I was, you know, not being fully supported, and I was having intimacy also with someone that wasn't my husband. And even if he was my husband, he wouldn't be a healthy man. And I stayed in this relationship, although my intuition kept telling me from the get-go to leave because because I was bonded, because my body told me to stay. And back then I just didn't have anyone to turn to because I grew up without my parents. And I also had no clue about inner work, no idea how to date properly. And growing up in the Western world, it's so normal to just be somebody girlfriend, accept 50-50, be independent, strong woman. Everybody was doing that, right? But at the same time, I thought I'm just so weak that I can't pull it through all together. That I can't, be the independent, strong woman and at the same time entertain this guy and even pay for him. And through this whole work, I realized I'm not alone. There's so many women who actually do feel exhausted, frustrated, and struggling in such relationships. Either being in a relationship with one guy who isn't the right one for you, isn't providing, isn't supporting, isn't committed fully, or just having constantly new casual new casual encounters and intimacy with some men who just aren't there for them. And what happened with me and what happens with the other ladies is that um you know women feel like they're being taken advantage of. They feel like unsupported. I just had a call with a client and we discussed that, she said she's super stressed at her job. She's afraid to lose her job. And she was like, how can I be better at my job? And I told her clearly, the problem isn't your job. The problem is your boyfriend who isn't providing. Because if you don't, if you are single, you have more of your own life force energy to actually go to work, do your things. Okay, if you're single, then yeah, you are single. And by the way, I have a client today. She just hopped on a free love assessment call 2 days ago, and today she texted me that she's single. She's circular dating with very strict intimacy boundaries. What you know what I mean? And she just asked a guy that she's circular dating to pay for the whole coaching package of 6.5K, and he did. So you see, like, she's single and she's still supported. So how in the world is the other client in a committed long-term relationship, even living with the guy and giving him all of her life force feminine energy, and he's not supporting her? And she asked me, how can I be better at my job? How can I manifest money to my job? And I'm like, you need to be supported in your relationship, or you need to be single to have actually more energy for yourself. If this guy is not supporting you and just asking for money to pay for the rent and for the food and whatever you guys do. So you see, not knowing how to date the right way has severe consequences. It's like this client, she isn't ill yet, but she already feels so stressed out in survival. And be in this energy long enough, being stressed out in survival, anxiety, eventually there will be some disease. As for me, after for years doing that, an autoimmune disease kicked in, and I was able to heal that, to reverse that, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to date with low standards. Okay, and so many women, they just don't know that they are worthy of so much more. And in my course, How to Date a Millionaire, it's so affordable, and I'm teaching you the basics of dating, of being able to have a clear plan, of being able to know what you actually want in a relationship. So it's in the description box. You get to check it out. And again, what happens if women don't know how to properly date and have maybe some boyfriends who don't support them, or some, some casual encounters, they feel like used, thrown away, they feel unsupported, they feel it's too good to be true what I'm saying. And the truth is, oh, and they feel like I'm living on a different planet, but I'm the first one to admit that I was on the other side, or like just giving myself away without commitment, without providing, without support. And it literally destroyed me. So, if you are feeling good and if it's working, whatever you're doing, it's perfect. But if it's not working, it's time to change something and to set some boundaries, to set some standards, and to properly choose the guy that you are with. Okay. And how to set boundaries and to choose a healthy man, I'm teaching you in my signature course, Live in Love and Bliss. So if you get those two courses together, it's like a special offer, special price. And it's just going to be so life-changing to get this information and to start dating in an empowered way. And I really hope for you that all those videos that I'm sharing here, or maybe others are sharing, or even the course, will make a difference. Like, and it often usually does, but sometimes the issue is so much deeper. Like the damage is so deep through years of being unsupported. Like, even if you have this knowledge in my course, for example, even if you work on your embodiment, which I also include in my courses, sometimes the damage is so deep that you actually need somebody from the outside to pull you up. And again, for the first 2 years of my inner work level up time, I was just taking courses and reading some books. But later, since years now, since years, I'm consistently coached. And even now, although my life is amazing, I'm still coached because it will just get you faster to your goal. Okay. And again, sometimes we are facing deeper stuff like blind spots. And even if you have this knowledge, I deserve to be provided for, I deserve to be respected, and I deserve a guy who is respectful and is willing to give me first commitment, providing support before expecting some intimacy. Even if you know you have that, like, we are living in a world where we get a lot of backlash from that, especially from guys, and you need a very, very strong grounded energy and confidence to be able to set this boundary, to be able to pull this through. And once you have that, you're going to repel all of the guys who are not able to step up and fast attract a man who's able to give you the world. And that is why my one-on-one clients have so quick results of attracting high value affluent men who commit, who provide, because they get access to my energy in those one-on-one calls, which I cultivated over years, from rock bottom to up here. And I didn't do it alone. I had the best mentors in the world, and I spent multiple 5-figure and probably even 6-figure on coaches, all together to be here, to be this grounded person. And I'm here to, to give this to you, to give all my knowledge and my groundedness to you to help another woman who is maybe in the same situation as I was before. And even if you're not like on a rock bottom, you get to reach to your goal of an amazing love life faster. And the fastest way is with one-on-one coaching. So you get to send me an email for a free love assessment call, or you can see in the description box, you can DM me on Instagram. And if you feel like you just, and by the way, if in one-on-one coaching, the courses are included. And if you feel like you just want to start small, then start with my course, How to Date a Millionaire, and start learning the basics. Because again, dating is not something to be taken for granted, because so many women are struggling with low self-esteem, with anxiety, food addiction, and they think something is wrong with them. I thought something's wrong with me. But at the core, I really had to learn to date properly. And of course, I had to go through inner work, to being coached, through therapy to heal the damage from like hanging out with toxic men and giving myself away, and being not valued, not supported. Yes, I had to go through that. But like wherever you are right now, you get to heal, you get to move to your goal faster. Okay, so reach out to me for a free love assessment call, or start out with the courses. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next one.